Have you ever thought, there's got to be a better and simpler way to learn organizational strategies? 5 Minutes Learning has a global and diverse collection of case studies to help management students. Click the subscribe button and hit the bell icon to stay updated with our upcoming and interesting case studies. Imagine it's July 2009, and a new car is generating a buzz like no other. It's the Ford Fiesta, and the secret behind its success is a daring social media campaign called the Fiesta Movement. Welcome to this video about the iconic marketing campaign that revolutionized how the Ford Motor Company launched new cars. Ford is one of the giants in the automotive industry, producing brands such as Ford, Lincoln, and Mercury. The company holds a 16.7% share of the U.S. automotive market, standing tall behind General Motors and Toyota. However, the journey to get there was not always smooth sailing. Sales of their vehicles had declined by over 50% in the 10 years leading up to 2009. But what Ford is best known for is its rugged trucks like the F-Series, SUVs such as the Explorer, and the classic sports car, the Mustang. Despite facing challenging times, Ford managed to avoid bankruptcy or government bailout during the 2008 economic crisis. So, let's dive into the iconic Fiesta movement in this video. Are you in the market for a small, compact car? If so, you're probably familiar with the classifications given to these vehicles based on their interior volume. The B segment of subcompact cars accounts for nearly 500,000 new passenger vehicles sold every year, with that number expected to grow. These cars are purchased by both young people and older buyers looking for fuel efficiency and compactness. However, when it comes to subcompact cars, American brands like Ford don't often come to mind. With a reputation for being conservative and lacking in style, and the stigma of the 2009 auto industry bailout still lingering, young buyers are more likely to choose competitors like Toyota and Honda. In this video, we'll explore how Ford tackled this challenge with the Fiesta Movement, an innovative marketing campaign designed to change perceptions and capture the attention of a new generation of drivers. In the 1970s, a little car called the Ford Fiesta was designed in response to the oil crisis and competition from other car makers. It was a massive hit in Europe and around the world, breaking sales records and winning awards for 3 decades. However, it failed to gain popularity in the United States. Ford had to withdraw it and replace it with a larger car better suited to American consumers, the Escort. The Escort became a huge hit in the US, making Ford the world's most profitable automaker. But in 2007, Ford unveiled the Verve concept car at the Frankfurt Motor Show, aiming to create a new B-segment car for the younger generation that grew up with mobile phones. The company hoped to take another crack at the US market with the new, stylish Fiesta. The small car would come in vibrant colors and high-tech features like keyless entry, ambient lighting, and the Ford Sync in-car communication system. To change the way consumers think about Ford, the company launched a Drive One campaign in 2008, showcasing actual car owners sharing their favorite features of the car in unscripted 15-second spots. The new Fiesta proved to be a success and helped revitalize Ford's brand in the US. In the world of advertising, the Ford account in the US was one of the biggest. So, when the global communications holding company WPP put together a group called Team Detroit, which consisted of 3 advertising agencies, a direct marketer, and a media buyer, it was a big deal. They brought in Connie Fontaine, manager of brand content and alliances at Ford, to help them brainstorm the launch of the Fiesta. But there was a challenge. They wanted to target the millennial age group, who were notoriously difficult to engage. Fontaine knew that partnering with youth-oriented movies, products, and celebrities wasn't enough to speak to this age group. They needed to do something different. So, the idea emerged, Ford would hand over cars and its brand to 100 drivers, called agents, in exchange for 6 months of all expenses paid use of a new Fiesta. The selected drivers would then use social media to share their Fiesta experience with friends and followers. They would blog, tweet, post photos to Flickr, and make YouTube videos, all of which would move organically through their social networks. This idea was given the name Fiesta Movement. Some people were not convinced that the new car would be a success. There were no models in showrooms, and the launch was a year away. How could they promote a car that couldn't be purchased yet? They wondered what would happen if the people driving the cars were involved in criminal activities or failed to return them. Despite these concerns, the company decided to try something new. They created the Fiesta Movement, where they gave a group of people, called agents, a Fiesta to drive around for 6 months. The agents were encouraged to share their experiences on social media platforms such as blogs, Twitter, Flickr, and YouTube. As the agents drove their Fiestas around, they shared their experiences with their followers on social media. They showed off the car's features and talked about how much they loved driving it. They even created videos and took pictures to share with the world. The Fiesta Movement became a huge success, and the company saw an increase in interest and excitement about the new car. The company was able to measure the success of the Fiesta Movement by looking at the number of people who were talking about the car online, the number of people who were visiting their website, and the number of people who were signing up to receive more information about the car. The company was so impressed with the success of the Fiesta Movement that they decided to use it as a blueprint for a new process for launching their other products. They realized that by giving people an opportunity to experience their products and share their experiences on social media, they could create a buzz and generate interest in a way that traditional advertising couldn't. In the end, the company learned that by trusting their customers and giving them a chance to be a part of the launch process, they could create a powerful marketing campaign. They had successfully turned their skeptics into believers and created a new way of launching products that would change the company's future forever. The campaign, called the Fiesta Movement, enlisted a group of agents to blog, tweet, and create video content about their experiences with the car. And the investment was worth it. Leonard's team estimated that $2 million had been invested in cars and infrastructure, while $500,000 was spent monthly to maintain the program. But the numbers showed that it was money well spent. The Fiesta beat benchmarks for familiarity and website traffic, garnering 42% familiarity among potential buyers and 289,000 unique website visitors in just 2 months. The agents generated a whopping 655 videos, which were viewed an average of 1,600 times each. The campaign's press mentions were favorable, with Fiesta leading in share of voice at 33%. All of this was achieved at a fraction of the cost of traditional marketing campaigns. The Fiesta Movement was the perfect example of how social media campaigns can have a huge impact while still keeping costs down. Thank you so much for listening to this video. Do not forget to subscribe this YouTube channel for receiving updates about my upcoming case study videos.